Just like many people nowadays, I struggled. I had no direction, no clear path. Depression, social anxiety, and addictions took control over my life. I spent most of my teenage years chasing cheap dopamine hits like video games, porn, or endlessly scrolling social media. The only time I really got out of the house was to party. I thought that if you feel bad, it's simple. You just have to do what feels good. But that only made things worse. It took me a while to realize that doing these things is taking me nowhere and I have to change my life. But one thing still kept holding me back. Oh, Boże. That thing holding me back, it was excuses. I was very good at finding excuses. Video games, for example, they are a total waste of time. But all my friends play them, so why wouldn't I, right? Man, I would really love some beer tonight. I know they will ruin my sleep quality and I will probably wake up exhausted in the morning. But hey, I was at work for 8 hours today and they will help me relax, right? I fought with my parents today and I'm having a terrible day. So smoking some green should definitely help me. And when I noticed this pattern, I knew I had to do something about it. So every time I was about to do something stupid, I started asking myself a question. Do I have a valid reason or is it just another excuse? So notice your excuses and make them your greatest enemy. Because once you get rid of them, you lower the difficulty of game of life. Let's do some Australian pull-ups. Speaking of games, why is it that a full day of playing video games, something that constantly brings you joy, adrenaline, and a sense of progress, makes you feel like you're completely wasting your life? Every single time I had a full day video game session, it made me feel like I wasted that day completely. I felt like I didn't only achieve nothing, it made me feel like I was going backwards. But on the other side, when you wake up early, which you don't want to do, when you do your chores around the house, which you definitely don't want to do, when you study for your exam or learn that language you always wanted to learn, but it's just so boring to do. Or when you go to the gym, where you feel very vulnerable and you have to go through literal physical pain. Why is it that doing such things, The things you don't want to do actually make you happy. They make your day fulfilling and satisfying. It made no sense to me, so I put it to a test. Let me tell you a story. That social anxiety I mentioned in the beginning was something that I particularly struggled with. So when I was about 21, I got a job as a waiter in a very busy restaurant. A job that required me to talk to hundreds of people a day, even though I used to literally crap my pants just thinking of talking to a stranger or answering a phone or opening the door for a courier with my package. I remember the first few days I used to sit for 20 minutes in front of the restaurant thinking that I'm about to puke. My brain was screaming to me, I cannot do this. I want to quit. I hate it. I'm scared of talking to people. When I finally went in and served customers, my hands shook so violently you could see the surface of coffee waving. I was so ashamed. For many days, I couldn't sleep at night because of all the flooding thoughts in my head of all the mistakes I made at work. So, why did I take this job? Did the test work? After a couple of weeks of forcing myself into that restaurant, something crazy happened. I realized that these sleepless nights turned into sleeping like a baby nights. The I cannot do this turned into, hey, I'm actually pretty good at this. Those shaky hands and trembling voice became confident and professional. And that fear I felt before work every day turned into excitement. Some of my coworkers even came up to me and said, "Man, you are such a natural at talking to customers. It looks like you really enjoy it." So a lion turned out to be only a kitty. From that moment, I realized something that would forever change everything for me. Lack of confidence in any area of your life is not a reflection of your character. It's simply lack of experience and skill. You can train it. My social anxiety wasn't a permanent flaw. It was just a skill that I failed to develop as a kid. And when I was a teenager, I made it even worse by locking myself up in my room, playing video games all days. So instead of finding new excuses to avoid human interaction, I forced it into my everyday life. So stop telling yourself that this is just who you are, and stop your brain from making up all these excuses to keep you safe and comfortable. Go face your lion. Thanks for staying until the end. Take it easy.